Hey everyone, I am your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what I am doing to prepare to go back to school. I am currently an LPN and I'm starting an LPN to RN bridge program in January 2021. So honestly, I haven't even applied for the school, but I'm like literally like 98% confident that I will get in. So yeah, but whenever you're watching this is the coronavirus quarantine time, so I'm kind of like it delayed a little bit of the things as far as me applying for the school and going up to the school and doing my T's and all that jazz. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I'll be starting in January 2021, and there are a few things I need to do to get prepared. So I made a list, and I suggest you all do the same thing if you are starting nursing school. This will really help you to get prepared, to get organized, and to really have a plan in place so that your life around nursing school can be as organized and as perfect as possible, because nursing school is going to take all the edges, honey. All the edges off your head. So this is not in any particular order, but I will say that the first thing that I'm talking about is something that I'm going to do first. So the first thing I'm going to do is self-assessment. So I'm actually creating a worksheet for you all. It's printable worksheet. It's completely free on my website. All you have to do is sign up for my email list, and it's yours. And basically what it has is just different questions that it asks you to really assess where you are mentally as far as being ready to get into nursing school. So I will have that on my website available for you all. I'll leave a link down below. But I created this list a minute ago, and I told myself I'm going to do that when I go to nursing school. So I'm going to do this self-assessment, and it really just gets me to see like where my mind is and where I am as far as like how prepared I actually am to be successful. And it's asking tough questions so that I can really start to come up with solutions to any type of obstacles that may be in place, so that I can be successful going forward on my nursing journey. And the second thing is to review certain materials. So like I said, I'm already an LPN, and something that I thought about like when I went on tours at some schools is that I want to make sure that when I go into nursing school, I'm not going in with that mindset of like, I'm an LPN, I got this, like I don't really need to, like I don't need to know that, don't show me that I know how to do it. Like I don't want to go into it with that mindset. Instead, I would like to be as open-minded as possible, because I know that things change. I went to nursing school 5 years ago. Like I've only worked in long-term care, so and I've only worked at really one location, and I've done agency here and there at different places, but for the most part, I've done long-term care. I've pretty much been in the same spot for the past 5 years, honestly. So I know there's a big wide world of nursing out there, and in order for me to grow as a nurse and for me to really be a strong, competent RN, I need to go into nursing school with open eyes. So that's why I want to review some material. I know that makes no sense, like you want to go into it with open eyes, but I'm going to review some material before going into nursing school, because I still know that as an LPN going into an RN bridge program, they still expect you to have certain things down packed, certain knowledge down packed. So I had to just be really honest with myself and think about what are certain things that I need to really work on as a nurse. Like what am I not that strong with? So one of them is definitely lab values. Like I am horrible with lab values. I don't remember any of them. So except what was potassium was like 3 to 5 or something like that. See, I don't even remember that. Because every time we get labs, like they show what the patient's labs are, and they show like the normal range of labs. So I just look at it like that. Like I don't really, I did not learn it. So that's definitely something I want to do, is learn all of my lab values. And while I'm learning those lab values, like look at the signs and symptoms for like hypokalemia, hyperkalemia, hypokalemia. What are the signs and symptoms? What causes it? And what's crazy is like I have this in all of my nursing school notes. So I'm definitely going to review my nursing school notes, which are for sale on my website. For $10, you get all of them. And guess what? I graduate at the top of my class. Even though I did not know my lab values, I still graduate at the top of my class. So you can go buy those if you want. But I'm definitely going to review my nursing school notes and just be like on top of things, because I really want to do well in this RN program. I'm super excited, and I just want to be a very strong, competent nurse, because my next goal is to become an ER nurse. So I just want to know what I know, honey, and just, I don't want to go into this being like, oh, you know, I'm an LPN, I'll just get done with it, it'll be okay. No, I want to know my stuff. So definitely look at lab values. I'm going to do some A&P review because I did take A&P twice. So I took it while I was in nursing school. It did not transfer to the RN program, so I had to take it again, but I did take it. I took A&P 1 and 2 in the same semester. So they were only 8 weeks long, so it was very fast, and I was doing microbiology and math at the same time during that semester. So it was a lot going on, and so I would just feel like I definitely can review it and get some more out of it. So that's definitely what I'm going to do as far as A&P. And then I'm going to do some NCLEX style questions, which I'll be doing more videos with you all doing that. And just so I can get back into the groove of answering questions like a nurse, like answering questions like a nursing student, because, you know, that's all what nursing school is about, is making sure you get ready for NCLEX. And then the last thing I want to look over is dosage calculations, just because I need to really brush up on those. I have not had to do them in such a long time. So that's what I'm doing. And part of that is like my self-assessment too, like really thinking about what it is that I need to work on as a nurse, and where have I had some like, where did I kind of drop the ball in my learning the first time, so that when going back into school, I can really be strong in that area. So the next thing that I really have to create a plan and have a vision and stick to it is my business. So you all, if you don't know, I work from home. I have my own business with YouTube, my website, and other things that I'm working on. This is actually a legit business. So I just need to make sure that I have, like I said, a plan in place of how I still want to run the business while I'm in school. And even just changing some things, shifting how I'm going to run it, shifting where the money is coming from, shifting just everything, and making sure that I have enough videos put up to the side to upload for you all, enough Instagram content to upload for you all, enough items on my website for sale, enough items on my Teespring, because I also sell merchandise as well. You can see it underneath this video. So just making sure that I'm on top of that, so that my business can still flourish and grow while in nursing school, because I know it is income to my family. Like it's our second income on top of my husband's salary. So it's important that I stick to it and that I keep it growing, because I have been doing this whole YouTube thing for 4 years now, and I put a lot of time and energy and sweat equity into this creation, and so I don't want it to like go away or to crumble while I'm in nursing school. So that's definitely something I want to work on and be on top of, because this is my baby, okay, my first baby. The next thing is my family life and my finances. So I like I said, I'm married and I have 2 small girls. I have a 2-year-old and a soon-to-be 1-year-old. Oh my gosh, I mean, it was gonna be 1 in like 2 weeks. So we have to just decide like what our roles are going to be, because everything's going to be shifting. You know, I am a stay-at-home mom, work from home, and I'm with the girls majority of the time. So it's just a matter of me and my husband being on board with certain things and responsibilities, like laundry and who's going to cook and who's going to do this. I know he ain't gonna cook, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like just certain things that we need to be on top of and talk about it and start coming up with plans beforehand, because, you know, when you're already in the thick of it and you're trying to figure out, okay, I washed clothes last week, can you just wash these clothes? I need scrubs for school. Like, and then my husband's like, I'm tired, I got to go to work. Like, you don't want to be dealing with all that like while you're in the midst of everything. I'd rather deal with that while beforehand and talk about it and come up with a plan and be prepared for it, because even with the plan, you still might have times or days or weeks where it's just both of you all are just knocking at each other. Like, I've been married for what, 8 years? So has it been 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. So I really understand that it's important to be prepared and to talk about things before they happen. So definitely making sure my family life is on point, and that also includes our household. So yeah, I've been like trying to get rid of stuff. No, I have been getting rid of things, organizing stuff, just clearing out a lot of clutter and junk in my home, which it still seems to like come back somehow. Like, I don't know where the heck it's coming from, but definitely taking care of that just so that I can be more focused And so yeah, and then as far as finances, like my husband and I have been doing really well this first part of the year, and just talking about our finances, budgeting well, paying off debt. We paid off all our credit card debt. Woo woo, I'm so proud of us. So that's that. And then the next thing is the logistics of things. So thankfully we have 2 vehicles. When I was in nursing school the first time, we only had 1 car, honey. That was, just go watch the video. But just the logistics of it all. So I need to figure out what classes I'm going to be taking. I need to figure out if we're going to have childcare or not. I need to figure out if, you know, in-laws are going to be able to watch the girls. Like where are we going to be taking them at what time? How is everything going to be running? What are my classes going to be looking like? Just really understanding how things are going to look on a day-to-day basis, and being prepared for that, and making sure that anybody who's helping us is on board and going to different daycares, you all. And I did that before, but right now, like I said, we have this quarantine going on, so I haven't been looking at nobody daycare. But we did look at a few and just trying to see like what we can do with these girls while I'm in school. But I need to get the school schedule. So yeah, I'm gonna apply. I don't even know with this quarantine. I just honestly don't know when I'll be able to finish the application and everything, but I'm not gonna stress about it. I'll come back on and give you all an update. But definitely figuring out the logistics of our kids, daycare, childcare, whatever, and fitting it around my school schedule, as well as, you know, me still running the business. So figuring out how everything's gonna look at that way as well. So next is work. So I've already decided that I will not be working in a facility part-time or full-time or PRN while in nursing school. I'm going to keep grinding with my business, keep bringing money in that way and building up my business, as well as doing agency. So I was only working at 1 agency. Right now at this moment, I am applying for 2 other agencies. I just did my TB test yesterday, and I'm finishing up some assessments that they have you doing, all that jazz. So I'm getting that in place so that if I want to pick up a shift, if I got like a day or 2 off and I'm pretty good with my classes, I can just pick up a shift, have that extra money, because my husband and I, we are saving up for a home and we have a plan in place, honey. So definitely want to make sure that I have options. That's why I say do more than 1 agency. And I have a playlist about being an agency nurse, really CNA too. It kind of fits in there as well. So if that's something you're interested, go watch that playlist. I'll have everything linked down below as well for you all. And then the last thing, and I know some of you are gonna be like, girl, for real, like why is this even on the list? But for me, it's important, honey. So, and I'm sure for some of you ladies out there, it's important. Making sure that I have some type of hair routine in order. I said it. So the first time I was at nursing school, I had locks. So that was pretty much like wake up and keep it pushing, you know, throw it in a bun, put a little headband on, retwist it whenever I get a moment to, even though it took forever to retwist my hair. Like, I didn't really have to do too much with my hair while I was in nursing school when I had locks. But now that I have, you know, loose natural hair, I have to see, you know, what I'm going to do. Like, am I going to have, like, is this day going to be my wash day? And what type of styles I'm going to do? And how I'm going to make sure my hair is not all in my face. And how I'm going to make sure, like, I just, like, I'm so new to having loose natural hair. I had locks for over a decade. And so now I'm just learning about my hair, learning about the texture, learning about what products work, learning about different techniques so that my hair still can look presentable. So that's why I have a totally different look in today. I know y'all gonna be like, Nurse B, is that you? But yeah, I have a totally different look in today because I'm just trying out new things to just see, like, okay, this will take me 20 minutes to do. Bet I can wash my hair on this day, do the style, have it ready for school, and be able to keep this style in for a week. And it's only going to take me an hour and a half to get everything together, you know, because, you know, washing your hair can be a whole ordeal, honey. But it's only going to take me an hour and a half every Sunday, every Saturday to get ready. So boom, I can do that. You know, just having something in place, because I still want to look presentable. I still want my hair to, like, flourish, as people say. And I still want to look good while in nursing school. And I don't want to be stressed out with all this hair on my head because, yeah, it takes a village. It really do take a village to do something with my hair. It don't look like it now because it's super, like, it's slicked back, but my hair is really thick, it's really coarse, and it takes work. So I want to make sure I'm able to maintain it well. So let me know if y'all understand, if you out there, a natural girl out there, and you know where I'm coming from. even if you're not a natural girl, like I know women, like we need to make sure we're okay when it comes to our hair, our nails, our skin, our makeup, all that. So I just want to have a routine in place and just have those go-to styles and techniques and products in place, because I still am like a relatively new loose natural. I've only been loose natural for a year. And if you all want to see more styles and things like that, I will have that on my other channel, Stay Forever True, which I always link in my video descriptions, where I do hairstyles, natural hair videos, food videos, because I do eat a plant-based diet. I do lifestyle videos, and I also do like spirituality type of videos. So go check that out. But yeah, that's my list of things that I'm doing to prepare for my LPN to RN Bridge program starting in January 2021. And I will be continuing to do videos updating you all on, you know, my acceptance and the TEAS test and all that jazz, and really updating you all on me reviewing the materials to get back into school and to be prepared as possible. So I'll be doing videos about that. And so yeah, that's that. And make sure you all go to my website, look at my nursing school notes, and also go get your free downloadable it's How to Mentally Prepare for Nursing School. It's a checklist, self-assessment checklist that you all can go through, and you can answer the questions and just get your mind in the space of seeing, you know, am I prepared for nursing school? Have I thought about everything? And if not, what obstacles are there? And then how can I overcome those obstacles? So that's that. Yeah, I'm super excited. So grateful to be doing this video. So grateful to be in the position to be able to go back to nursing school. So that's that. I love you all. Peace.